Hey students, today we are going to discuss about data type in SQL, structured query language. What is data type? Yeah, a data type is what kind of values stored in a table. What kind of what type of value? For example, we store some information, means that information may be a character or a numeric, anything else. That is called a type of data. Here, data type is the data in a database is stored based on the kind of value stored in it. This is identified as the data type of the data or by assigning each field a data type. All the values in a given field must be of same type. For example, we are giving one column, that is a name. If it is a name column, means we have to give all the values in a alphabetic. If we give any other value for numeric value, means indicates a error. So all the values in a given field must be of a same data type. In ANSI, the ANSI SQL standard recognize only text and number data type, while some commercial programs use other data types like date and time, etc. Which means usually in a database we can able to store numeric values and alphabet values. If it is a commercial programming, we can able to save date and time also. That indicates ANSI value, ANSI SQL standard. The basic data types are: first one, character. Here character means alphabets. If we define a data type as a character, it have fixed with string value. Fixed with means, for example, we are giving character size 10, means we can able to give only 10 characters. If we give extra character, means it indicate errors. The value of this type is enclosed in single quotes. For example, we give any character data type, means give any character data type means we have to give in within a single quote. And then next one data type is varchar, a variable with character string, that is called a varchar, variable with character string. This is similar to character data type, except the size of the data and entry vary considerably. Here, character means whenever we declare character data type with 10 size, means it allocate a full memory, it occupy a full memory. We couldn't save any other data within that 10 bytes. If we declare in a varchar type, for example, I am declaring 20 bytes for a varchar mean, but I am giving a input in a 2 or 5 characters, means the remaining space may be utilized some for some other value. If I am declaring in a character data type, means I couldn't save anything in the remaining space. The next one is decimal data type. It represents a fractional number such as 15.12, 0.123, etc. Here, the size argument consists two parts: precision and scale. The precision indicates how many digits the number may have, and the scale indicates the maximum number of digits to the right of the decimal point. The size 5,2 indicates precision as 5 and the scale as 2, which means we declared decimal of 5,2 means totally 5 characters. In that 5 characters, last 2 digits for decimal point. The scale cannot exceed the precision. Okay. The next one, data type numeric. It is same as decimal, except that the maximum number of digits may not exceed of a precision argument. And the next one is integer. It represents a number without a decimal point. Here the size of argument is not used. Whenever we define a data type numeric, we have to give a argument for its size. For example, numeric 5 means we can able to store 5-digit values. But whenever we give a data type as an integer, we do no need to give a value, because basically integer allows 5 digits to 7 digits. So we no need to pass any argument for integer data type. The next one is small int. It is same as integer, but the default size may be smaller than integer. The default size may be smaller than integer. The next one is float. It represents a floating point number in base of 10 exponential notation and may define a precision up to a maximum of 64. This also accepts decimal values and real also and double also. Float, real, double both are, all the data types are nearby same. SQL command and their function. Generally, tables are the only way to store data. Therefore, all the information has to be arranged in the form of tables. The SQL provides a predetermined set of commands to work on database. The first one is keywords. Here, keywords have a special meaning in SQL. They are understood as instructions. Generally, we called keywords or reserved words in languages because it have a unique meaning. Whenever the compiler or an interpreter can understand that keyword's meaning. The next one is command. They are instructions given by the user to the database, also known as statements. Commands or instructions. Okay. The next one, classes. They begin with the keyword and consist of keyword and the argument. The next one is argument. They are the values given to make the classes complete. The next one is create table command. We can create a table by using the create table command. When a table is created, its columns are named, data type and size are to be specified. Each table must have at least one column. The syntax of create table command is create table name. First, reminder, first create space table, then table name. Already we know that whenever I give a name for a table or a database column, we have to follow some rules. What are the rules? The name must not contain any space and a special symbol except the underscore. Remind that. The next one, after that, create table name, then open brace, and then column name. Column name means, for example, we are going to create the student table means the first column admission number means here admission number. Then admission number mean the next one is data type. The data type indicates what type of value we are going to save in itself, which means for admission number, what type of value? Admission number means it's a numeric value. So we have to give any numeric or a integer. The next one is size. If size is not necessary means don't want to give this. If integer means not need. If we give any character or varchar means we have to give a size and end with comma. the next column. If no more column means no need to put any commas. The second column name, space, data type, size. Here size is a optional one. Again comma, and then we can give any number of column. The last column name n, then space, data type, again size. Here I am not put any commas because here no more columns. That's what I am not put any commas here. So once again I repeat that the create command is create table, table name, open brace, column name, space, data type, comma, column name, space, data type, comma, and so on, column name, comma, space, data type. End with close brace, end with semicolon. In SQL, each and every instruction must be end with a semicolon, which indicates end of the query. Without semicolon, we couldn't execute any instruction, because if we are not give any semicolon at that end of the line means the interpreter understand that the query is not ended. So it will continue in a second line. If you put any semicolon at the end of the line means it understand that the query is over. It's ready for now for execution. That's what we have to put semicolon each and every line. Example for create command, create table command. For example, we are going to create this table means how to create this. Write a command query. Here I am going to create a table, name is student. The general syntax is create table or a keyword, then table name. Here table name is student. Then the here the first column admission number. In admission number, we are planned to save a integer value. See here in admission number I am giving integer. Then size. Whenever we declare an integer data type, here no need to declare a size. So I am putting comma here. The next column is a name column. In the name column, we are going to store alphabets. Here Nickel, Rosie, these are a character data type right now. So in the query, I am declaring name space character. Here I am defining a size, character of 10, which means it indicates a size. If I give it 10 means I can able to store 10 characters in this field. Again comma, the next column gender. The gender also character data type, because we are storing here male, female, some text only. So it's also character data type. I am giving size as 6. Again comma, age space integer. Here integer means age. Here we are saving only 15, 16 the numeric value. So here I am giving integer, comma. The last column is place. Here also I am saving character data type. So here place, character, then size. Place is the column name, character is the data type, and 10 is a size. But here I am not give any comma because of hereafter no more columns. That's what I am not giving any commas in this area. And then here I am giving open close brace. At the same time here I am giving closing brace. In every query must be end with a semicolon. So here I am giving semicolon. Here the student is a table name, admission number is a column name. In this column we plan to save a numeric values. So its data type is a integer. Likewise, a name is character data type. So here we give a character. We can write above query is in a single line like a create table, student open brace, admission number space integer comma, name space character of 10 comma, gender character of 6 comma, age integer comma, place character of 10, close brace, end with semicolon. If we execute this query means it will create a table. Then the next command is insert command. After create the table, we have to insert a value. Without insert a value, the table states, that means the table field only created. Now only we are going to insert a rows, that means data. Once the schema or structure of the table is created, values can be added to the table. The DML commands consist of inserting, deleting and updating rows into the table. The first one, insert command. The insert command helps to add a new data or a new row to the database or add a new record to the table. Its syntax is insert into space table name. Insert space into space table name. Then open brace. Then column list. Here the column list is indicates what are the columns we have, which means for the student table we have admission number, name and then age and gender and then place. There are 5 columns we have created. That the column list we have to place here, and then what are the values we are going to give for that column, that is values, that is values here. For example, the insert command, insert into, here insert and into are keyword. Insert into values, these are keywords. Read the syntax. Insert into table name. The table name here student. The student is the table name, and then open brace. Here we have to specify the column list. What are the columns we have? The first column admission number, second column name, third column gender, fourth column age, and the final column place. Close brace, and then we have to give a values. The values is a keyword. Again we have open brace. The first column is admission number, so we have to give a first column admission number, comma. The second column is name, so we have to give a second value name. The third column gender, we have to third column gender, and fourth column age. The fourth column value is age. The fifth column place. So the final fifth column is Chennai. The last column have to give a close brace and end with semicolon. Generally, in an insert command, whenever we insert a value, if it is an alphabet, we have to give in a single quote. If it is a string or a characters, we have to give within a single quote. If it is a numeric or a integer value or a decimal or some other level means no need to give any single quote or double quote. But whenever we insert a character data type or a string type means we have to give within a single quote. See the last line, insert into students values. Here we are not give any column list because I am giving all the values in a values list. See here, insert into value 100, Ashish, male, 17, Chennai. Totally 5 arguments, 5 values are there. If I give full values means we no need to specify the column list. It's also correct way to insert a data into the database. The next one, insert command. See this query, insert into student, admission number, name, gender, age, place. Values 100, name, male, 17, Chennai. See the values here. 100, it is an integer number, we are not give any single quote, but the Ashish name is indicate a character data type, so we have to give within a single quote, comma, then the male. The male is a character data type, so we have to give within a single quote. Then comma, the 17 integer data type, Chennai, usual string data type, we have to give in a single quote. We can skip this colored text, lavender color text. We can skip this because of we give all the values in a values list, means no need. We don't no need to specific this column list. Here the character or alphabet should be given in a single quotes. Okay. Then example for a insert command. First, after execute the create command, the first line we have to write a query, create table name likewise na, that will be create this header lines only. Okay, the first column admission number, the second column name, then the third column gender, then the fourth column age, and the final column place. Now only we are going to insert a row. For insert a row, we have to write a query in insert into, right? So just remember that query, insert into table name and then column list and then values and then values list, close brace end with semicolon. Now I am going to write a query for insert a new record. Insert into student, open brace, admission number, comma, name, comma, gender, comma, age, comma, place, close brace, again values, open brace, admission number 101, name, Nikhil, gender, male, age 15, and place Tanjavur, close brace with end with semicolon. After execution of this query, the table is look like here. See, now one record will be added into the table. One record will added into the table. Again, I am going to write a same query, but different values. Now I am writing the query, insert into student, admission number, gender, comma, name, admission number, comma, gender, comma, age, comma, place. See here, now I am skip the name column. Here I am skip the name column. In a value column also, I am skip that name. I am not give any name. After execution of this query, the table will be show like this. See here, the second row 1 or 2, here name not given. It is indicate a null value. It indicates a null value. Then female 17 Trichy. If I am not specify here, if I specify the name column means it will be indicate a error. For example, if I am not know that name, admission number only they are giving admission, but I am not clear about her name. That's what I am not given means I can able to give likewise. In a column list, we are not specific any column name means that column we can able to keep the values. Otherwise, it indicates a error. In a query, we had given only 4 values. Name is missing, right? In the table name is skipped in the table name is skipped in a second row. See this example for insert command. Without column list, we can insert a new row like insert into, directly we are giving values. Here I am not specific any column list, but I am giving full values. There are 5 parameters. First admission number, second one name, then third one gender, fourth one age, the fifth one Chennai. So this query will be executed successfully. Here no problem. But if I give a query like this format means insert into table name values, I am giving only 4 parameters. 103 Janani, 16 Chennai. Here gender is missing, so it will be indicate a error. see this command section. Before that, we are giving only 4 parameters. See here, in this command, insert the second query, insert into student, admission number, gender, age, place. Here I am giving only 4 columns. At the same time, I am giving the value only 4 values. So it's not indicate any error. But in this query, I am not specific. In see the second query, I am not specify any column list. At the same time, I am giving only 4 parameters. That means 4 values only. But usually we have to give 5 values. See here, gender column is missing. So it will indicate a error. So it will indicate a error. The error is a column count does not match values count at row 1 because we are not specific any column list here. That's what it indicate a error. Okay. Then the next one is select command. The select command is one of the DQL command. DQL means data query language. Okay, one of the most important powers when working with SQL is to generate a queries and retrieve data. Without select command, we couldn't retrieve any data from a database. That's what the select command is plays an important role on the database. A query is a command given to get a desired result from a database table. The select command is used to query or retrieve data from a table in the database. It is used to retrieve a subset of records from one or more tables. By using the select query, we can retrieve values from the database. For example, we are logging in our Gmail account. At the time of we are creating our Google account, we are giving many type of information: first name, last name, middle name, date of birth and age, gender, our mail ID, city, mobile number and password. Everything we give that will be stored in a database. And finally, whenever we try to log in our Google account, we are giving our mail ID and the password only. That time we are using this select query. That time we need only our mail ID and the password only, right? But whenever we create an account, that time we are giving all our personal information that will be stored in a database. But whenever we log in at that time, we need only our mail ID and the password only. That is enough for login in our mail. So that time the select query will be executed like select mail ID and the password, which means retrieve a data from the database, my mail ID and password only. That is enough for login right now. That's what the select query plays an important role in a database. Now, the general syntax of the select query is select column list. Column list means here we have to specify the column names. For example, for a login a Google account, we need our mail ID and the password only. That's enough. The column list is mail and password both only enough. And then from table name. From means from where to we retrieve the values? From a database server. Select column list from table. That's enough. See the example? Example for select command. Example for select command. The select command is used to retrieve a value from the database. Select admission number, name from the student. Here, select is the keyword, admission number, name or a column name. From is the keyword, Student is a table name. See, we have the table admission number, name, gender, age, place. But here we want to display admission number and name only from the table. So I am writing a query likewise. So its output is admission number, name. This only is output. So we can able to display some specified column only. Okay. Here admission number and the name or column name. So it display the data column wise. Example for select command. Select star from students. Here the star is indicator all the rows and the columns. For example, we have a table, student table. Its output is it will be display all the data from the table. Thank you, students. If you have any doubts, means you can call me in this line. Now I am going to show how to create a database and creating command, create a database and change the database and create a table, insert a value and select. If you have installed this software, you can open this software. Now I am going to open a MySQL command line client. So now I am opening that client. At the time of installation, it will ask some password. Here now I will give some name. So I am giving that password and entered it. It is the IDE. IDE means here integrated developer environment, which means programming development place. So here we are going to execute that queries. First, we have to create our database. After that only we can able to create a table and then going to insert a values. The last session already I have explained that how to create a database. For create a database means it's a simple query. Create database name. What is the syntax? Create database and database name. End with semicolon, because in SQL every line end with a semicolon. Now I am going to create a database. Create database and database name. Here I am going to give a database name accounting info. AC underscore info. It is a database name. We have to remind that rules. A column name or a database name or a table name must not contain any special symbols or a space except a underscore. Right. So create database name end with semicolon. Now I am creating one database. See here query OK. So query is without error. So it says query OK. One row affected, which means one row affected means the database was created. Now again I am going to create some other database. Create database student info. So now I have created two database. First one is accounting underscore info. The second one is student underscore info. Right. Okay. Now I want to work with the accounting info database, means I want to change the database. Presently now I am in a student info database. Now I want to change the database. If I want to change the database, means what is the syntax? Use space database name end with semicolon. Why we are using use command? For change the database one to another. One database to another database. Now I want to work with accounting info database, means I have to give a command. Use is the keyword space database name AC underscore info. Now I am in accounting info database. See here the message will be displayed database changed. Now I have complete my task in accounting info database. Again I want to change or move to student info database, means again I have to give use student info end with semicolon. So the use command is helps to change the database one and another. Now I am in student info database. Now I am going to create a table. What is the syntax for creating a table? See the syntax, and we will execute our student table. For create a student table, we have to give a query likewise. First, what is the syntax? Create table, table name, open brace, and then column name, space, data type, comma, column name, space, data type, comma, column name, and so on. How many fields, how many columns we can create. But the last, we have to end with close brace, end with semicolon. In the last column, we don't want to give any commas because no more attributes means no need to put a comma in a last column name. Okay, remind that. Now we are going to create a same table in a SQL command line. The first column admission number, second column name, third column gender, fourth column age, and the fifth column is place. Now create the keyword and table is the keyword. I am going to give a table name student1, stud1. Okay, then open brace. See here, I have not put any semicolon in the end of the line. So automatically it will continue the line 1, the next line is also continue. If I put any semicolon in the end of the line, means automatically the query will be executed, or the interpreter will execute the query. So still I am not complete my query, so I am not give any semicolon here. So create table, table name, open brace. My first column name is admission number, admission underscore number, space. What is the data type? If it is admission means, admission number means we will give 1, 2, 3 likewise, or 100 and 101, 102 likewise. So its data type is integer. Then size. Here no need to give a size because here size is not necessary. If it is a integer data type, we don't need to give any size. So I am giving comma because next attribute we have. The next attribute is name. Again, the next column name. Its data type is char or varchar, whatever it may be. You can give. Totally 5. Here I am indicate a size because if it is a character data type, we have to give a length as its parameter list. So character open brace 10 means it is a length. Here the 10 is the parameter. Then again comma because we have 3 more attributes. Then the next one is gender. The column name gender. The data type is character. Here I will give 6 because its length may be 6. Again I will give comma because of we have 2 more columns. The next one is age. Age it's a integer data type, so I am giving integer. Then again I will give comma. The next column, the last column is place. It is also character data type, char of 10. But here I am not going to give any comma because here no more attributes, no more columns. So I will give enter and give a close brace end with semicolon. So now I will give a semicolon, so its query will be ended. Now the interpreter will be execute this query. See here, query okay, 0 rows affected. Okay, now the table will be created likewise. Now the table will be created likewise, which means what? The table will be the table will have only these header rows: admission number, name, gender, age, place. This header files only contains now. Now I am going to insert a value. What is the syntax for insert command? Insert into table name, open brace, column list, close brace, value list, close brace, end with semicolon. Right. So now I am going to insert the first row, 101, Nikhil, male, 15, Tanjavur. Remember that query? Insert is the keyword. Insert, S-E-R-T. Insert into, what is my table name? Student 1. Stud 1 is my table name, and we have to give column list within a brace. A column list means, what are the column we give? Admission number, comma, the next column name, then comma, the next column gender, comma, the next column age, comma, the next column place. Totally 5 columns they have created. The next one, values. Values also one of the keyword. After that, within a brace, we have to specify list of values. The first value goes for first parameter. The first we are giving admission number. So 101 is the admission number, comma, the second value. The comma is a separator. Separate the values. Okay. Okay. The next one is name. Name is a character data type. So the character must be within a single quote. The character should be given within a single quote. First we create a single quote, and then I am going to give a name, Nikhil, comma, the third value. The third value is gender. So it's also character data type. So we have to give this value within a single quote. Gender is male. Again, comma, age. It's a numeric data type. No need to give a single quote. The next final one is place. It's also character. You have to give some value within a single quote. So Tanjavur. Finally, every query end with a semicolon. So I give semicolon here and press enter. See here, query OK, one row affected, which means one row added into the table student 1. Okay. Then the second query, the second row will be executed. See, insert into stud 1, open brace. So I am not specified any column list here because of I am going to all the value. I am going to give all the values. If we give all the values in a parameter means we don't need to specify column list. Look here, insert into student 1. Directly I am giving values command. Values, open brace, close brace. Within open brace, close brace, we have to specify the value list. So 102, comma, within a single quote, name Janani, comma, gender female, comma, age is 16, comma, city Trichy. We have to give in a single quote right now because of it's a character data type. Put a single quote and end with semicolon. See, both are same. The first line we have specified this, in this line we have specified column list. It's also accepted. Here also we give values only, but here we didn't specify any column list. Right, but it's also accepted.